Good afternoon and welcome to All Saints Primary School. My name's Helen Kent and I am the Assistant Head Teacher here with responsibility for early years. I've worked at All Saints for the past 12 years and I feel very proud of our school and all of the things that we have achieved. You may have just received a place in our school and I'm sure many of you would like to come and visit. Unfortunately, during the coronavirus outbreak, that is not possible. So I'm going to do a virtual tour of the school now for you so you can get a feel for us and the environment. Please bear in mind that school has now been shut for over a month and only a few children and teachers have been accessing the place, so it's not as well set up or well resourced as it would normally be, but I'm sure you'll bear with us on that, and hopefully when schools reopen and the government deem itself safe, we will be able to welcome you and I will be able to give you a tour. Okay, so this is the Hanover Road main entrance to the school. So when you come into the school, you'll come down the path, and this is the office. You will access early years through this gate here, which is open at 8:20 for nursery, and then children can start to arrive for reception from 8:45. This is the St Ruth's classroom. St Ruth's is one of our 2 reception classes, and as I've said, doors open at 8:45. Teachers have an open door policy. The children come in and be busy with their work, and you will be able to come with them into the classroom for the first term. This is a chance for you to get to know teachers, get to know other parents and see what goes on in the classroom. This is our extensive outside area space. As I've said, it's not looking its best and it is not set up at the moment. But as you can see, one of the main pluses at All Saints is the space that we have. We have this extensive sheltered area. That means the children can be outside in all weathers, and I really do mean all weathers. And we have this lovely large play area. We invested quite heavily 3 years ago in the large timber trail play structure, and more recently we have bought each of the sheds that you can see around the playground. Each of these sheds has a different focus. We have a maths shed, a literacy shed, a reading shed and a physical play shed. And these sheds open up, the children can open them up, and inside them they have access to a range of resources and materials that they can help themselves to. We also have a lovely grass area. We have a large climbing sand pit. We have our sensory garden, and at the far edge of the playground you will see our mud kitchen. The children really love the mud kitchen and spend a lot of time in there making potions and digging and experimenting with different textures and mediums. We also have den making facilities and set up dens under the trees as well, so the children have lots of fun out here. Underneath the shelter we have role play area, we have a writing area, we have a reading area, we even have a role play shop and role play kitchen. So there's always plenty to do out here, and you'll always find plenty of children being busy learning through their play. So if you'd like to follow me through. As well as investing in our outdoor area 3 years ago, Last summer, the school underwent extensive refurbishment inside. The classrooms have been refloored, replastered, repainted, and we've got new lighting. I think you will agree that this makes our classrooms look very nice, very bright, and very airy. It's also a very calm and purposeful working environment for the children. We have plenty of space. As I've said, this is our nursery classroom, and we currently offer 26 places in the morning and 26 places in the afternoon. All areas of the curriculum are represented in the classroom, and teachers carefully plan activities around the theme or topic for the term. We have small group work room and carpet space room so that the children can work quietly one-to-one with an adult or in small group. This is also where carpet time activities happen. We have sand and water play readily available. We have a creative area where the children can self-select the resources that they want. Construction area, again where the children can access all of the things that they want to work with. A book corner and a large role play area. Mrs. Worsley, our nursery teacher, has worked with us at All Saints for the past 4 years, and she's taught in both nursery and reception. She has a full-time TA called Ghazala who works with the children, and we also have a number of other teaching assistants that work one-to-one with children with additional needs in the school. Here we have more play space, okay, more physical play, fine motor, threading, Play-Doh, all of those kind of things happen here, and small world play. The children also have their own toilet. At various points in the day, the children in the foundation stage free flow. That means they move between the classrooms freely and make choice in their own learning. If your child is joining us in reception, during the autumn term there will be a lot of free flow time, and your child may come home and say that they played all day. Play is our business. Play is how children learn. But please be rest assured that all of the activities and resources are carefully planned and set out for the children, and they are planned around the topic or the theme that the classes are working on that term. Detailed curriculum maps can be found on our website, and the day in the life of nursery and day in the life of reception child sections will give you more information on the curriculum. So this is St. Ruth's, which is one of our reception classes. Again, lovely, bright, open space with all areas of the curriculum represented within the classroom. The children have access to fresh fruit and water throughout the day, and as part of the government fruit scheme we also have milk for them to access as well. And while they're here, they do not need to bring any snacks or drinks with them, they have free access. This is St. Ruth's class, one of the reception classes. And as we move through this way, again, this is free flow space. The children can move between it freely. This is our shared book corner where we aim to encourage a love of reading. The children's cloakroom and toilet area. And then the second reception classroom, which is St Thomas class. This classroom isn't set up at the moment as it's not being used, but you can see there is also a second smaller playground attached to this classroom. It also has the direct access out onto the playground, so you bring your child to the classroom door each morning at 8:45 and collect them from their classroom at 3:30. So we have 2 reception classrooms, each with space for 30 children, so that's a maximum of 60 children moving between the 2 areas at any one time. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the school. This is a creative area, again with free access to craft and creative resources so that the children can make use of those as they wish. You'll see that all of the doors are open as we move through the tour, but of course during the school day they are not open and they have the high handles, so your child is safe while they're free flowing within our early years unit. This is our arts and music studio. We're lucky here at All Saints to have a specialist art teacher who works with all classes from years 1 to 6 once a week. As we move through the school, we have the hall space. This is our hall, which is used for everything and anything. It's used for small group work, it's used for PE, we've got the climbing equipment for gymnastics, we've got a lot of physical resources in the cupboard here so the children can have their PE lessons either inside the hall or outside during nice weather. We are part of the Merton Sports Partnership and we currently have our gold mark for sports. The children are really lucky and we have coaches from the Merton Sports Partnership come and teach them 1 lesson a week, and then their class teachers teach them for the 2nd hour a week. The hall's also used for lunchtime and gets very busy at lunchtime. Through the doors there we have our on-site kitchen, so all meals are provided by Chartwells, but they are cooked fresh on the site every day. Children in reception year 1 and 2 are entitled to 3 school meals, and most children at our school take those meals. It's a really good way of ensuring that they get a balanced and healthy lunch while they're with us. This hall's also used for assemblies and acts of worship. So a real multi-purpose space. I'm now going to take you to our family room, which is our wraparound care room, as many of you will be interested in that. We offer places for children in reception to year 6, and we have space for up to 20 children a day. The space is big enough for 20 children, but on days when it's busier they can spill outside or into other areas of the school, so there's plenty of things for them to do. Breakfast Club runs from 7:45 each morning, and the Wraparound Care Room has its own entrance. This is on East Road, and you're able to come in and park in this school car park while you drop off and collect your child. They are signed in and out at the desk here, and Wraparound Care is run by members of school staff. This is something that's been really positive for us because it means staff have a relationship with the children already. They know them, they know their likes and dislikes, and it means that the children really feel comfortable and confident while they're here. They have a range of breakfast items which they can choose from, and at After School Club they also are served a snack at about 4 o'clock each day. This could be beans on toast, scrambled egg on toast, sandwiches, pizza muffins, just something to keep them going until you pick them up at 5:45. They also have their own special toilet. We have a piano. Yul is our music teacher, and he offers piano lessons to children if parents wish to pay for those on a one-to-one basis. So we're moving back through the hall again, and off the hall we have our courtyard space. We are very lucky here at All Saints to have extensive outdoor grounds, and this is something that the science team have been working on this year as we go for our Science Gold mark. We've planted lots of fruit trees and fruit bushes around the outside of the courtyard, and in the middle we are growing. Like to come this way, I will show you the Key Stage 1 classrooms. I should have mentioned at the beginning we are a split site school, and our Hanover Road site is for reception, nursery, year 1 and year 2. Our Haydens Road site, which is just a 5-minute walk on the main road, offers Key Stage 2 classes. So this is one of our year 2 classes. Teachers here really take pride in their classrooms and pride in the children's work. We've got a range of work on display on the walls here, celebrating children's learning, but also working walls to support them while they're working. And this is our second year 2 classroom. And you can see that direct access out onto the playground again. So even in Key Stage 1, you have that day-to-day contact with your class teacher at the classroom door. Each of the early years in Key Stage 1 classrooms has a small group workroom off it, which is a real multi-purpose space. Has reading corners so the children can come, choose a book and read. It's also a space that's used for one-to-one work or small group work if the children need it. This is a Year 1 classroom, and as you can see it's not currently being used at the moment, so it's not set up. Before I take you to the second Year 1 classroom, I'd like to just show you our playground. Again, masses of space out here, and all the playgrounds are interconnected, so you can move freely between as you collect your child in class. We have a large grass field and wooden timber trail structure at the end of the field, and the playground area. The PTFA, the Friends of All Saints, kindly provided us with the large scale equipment out here. We've recently invested in having some markings replaced. There's also a quiet sheltered space for the children to sit and read while they're out here. This is our multimedia library, which is used for a range of purposes. We invested in new PCs this summer, so the children are able to come in here as a class and have a computer one between two. We also have class sets of iPads, so the children can use those in the ICT suite, or they can take them into the classroom with them. Computing is taught in all year groups, including reception, so the children from reception come and get used to working in this space. The library, you might feel, looks small. We made the decision 2 years ago that we were going to have class libraries so that the children had access to books when they needed them most. This library is for our accelerated reader programme, which is something that's been really fantastic and instrumental in us getting such high results in our reading recently. As part of the accelerated reader programme, once your child is ready, usually in Year 2, they come and they sit a computer-based test. And that might sound scary, but it's very much a quiz and the children enjoy doing it. That then gives them a banded level, which they are free to choose from within that level. They then sit a quiz or a test each time they have read a book, and this way we are checking the children's comprehension. The children love taking the quizzes and really try hard to get 100%. But a valuable lesson for them is that they will not get a good score unless they read the book properly. So it's been really motivational, and as I've said, it's really driven our reading results forward. And this is our second Year 1 classroom. As you can see, it has that open, light and bright feel to it. And again, a balance of celebrating children's work on the wall and those maths and English working walls that the children can access during lesson time. The children in Year 1 also have a role play area, and a book corner as part of their transition from reception through into year 1 and year 2. And again, another small group work room. This room is predominantly used for Read Write Ink. Read Write Ink is the scheme that we use here to teach phonics. It's a scheme that's been running for a long time. It's very tried and tested. It was developed by someone called Ruth Miskin. And all of the children start their phonic journey when they are in nursery. As they move into reception, they are streamed for their phonics, so the children move between the classrooms and the groups depending on their ability. So some of my reception class come into year 1 for phonics, and some of the children that perhaps joined us late or have joined from another country, if they're in year 1 or 2, can likewise come down to reception if they're at the beginning of their phonics journey. Again, the Read Write Ink scheme is something that has really helped contribute to our reading scores in recent years. And that brings us back to our Hanover Road office. You'll have seen we have walked a square. So thank you very much. I hope that I have answered some of the questions you might have, and I hope you appreciate what a wonderful environment we have here at All Saints. Thank you for your time.